Alrighty guys, diagnostic already in process. Guys, I got this 2016 Jeep Cherokee. Check engine light on. Yes, at one point it was flashing. Now I have the topology up right here. As you can see, there's a fault code in the PCM. In fact, let's go take a look at that. We're gonna click right here. We're gonna click on the DTCs, and what we will find is get a load of that P0302. Yeah. Oh, it's active, guys. Yes, you can't ride around like that. You will destroy your cat converter, which, as a matter of fact, look like they already did. All right, yeah, I got a cat converter code as well. But let's zone in on this misfire. I want to take a look and see what the computer saying is misfire. Let's go right here. Look at that, guys. Misfire is definitely counting. Now, this is a little 4-cylinder, so you know how easy this is, right? What we're gonna do is take cylinder 2 and swap it with cylinder 1. Okay, so that way if the misfire follows suit, we'll know exactly what the problem is. We're gonna take the coil. Okay, normally you should do the spark plug as well as the coil, but if you want to zone it down, oh, look at that, shaking like crazy. All right, we're gonna swap 2 with 1. It's next door neighbor. Hold tight. All right, so let's start it back up and see what happened. And what do we have here? Hey, look at that. Guess what, guys? Y'all see that? The misfire switched over to cylinder 1. All right, to my newbies, what did we get out of this? Okay, you can avoid a lot of time spent on diagnosing a car by simply swapping out. All right, I moved cylinder 2 over to cylinder 1, and guess what? The misfire follows swoop. According to this test, that simply means this coil. Remember, I removed it from here. This coil is simply shorting out. In fact, let me look at some. Sometimes you can see a little arc. Yeah, sometimes you can see little white marks on here where it's arcing, but this coil is no good. Now, the question always becomes, do you replace all the coils? Depends on the customer's pocketbook. It depends on one's budget, okay? I'm not a big fan of just doing coils. Coils will fail when they get ready to fail, okay? But you can act preemptively and go ahead and replace them all. But depending on the miles, I'm gonna suggest this coil and all the spark plugs, okay? In fact, let me take a look at one of these spark plugs. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, tune-up is always recommended, okay? So if you take a look at this plug, yes, the electrolyte is worn out. Now the plugs is not what was causing the misfire. As I showed you earlier, what was causing the misfire was this coil. But the coils, this is all secondary ignition, guys, so go ahead and do secondary ignition repair. Replace all the spark plugs, and again, if your budget will allow it, if the customer budget will allow it, replace all the coils. In fact, let me see how many miles on this thing. Well, 120,000 miles, 128 actually, guys. So like I say, I'm gonna run that past the customer, see if their budget will allow it, and explain why that's a good idea. But for now, I'm gonna wrap this video up because I just wanted to show y'all a quick, easy way to not spend an hour diagnosing cars. Just perform the swap out. I got to finish looking this over. I'm gonna check the transmission fluid, I'm gonna check the brakes. Guys, we're allocated 1 hour to check these cars over. Oh, look at that. Now this is a 41 TE, okay? There's not no feel for life. This transmission should be serviced at the recommended service interval, in my opinion, which is 60,000 miles. All right, I gotta let it up in the air, check the brakes, check this, check that, air cleaner. All right, when you do a tune-up, make sure the engine can breathe, make sure the air filter is not restricted. There's a throttle body down there, make sure it's not restricted with carbon buildup. You might want to clean the throttle body, but if you're gonna do a tune-up, do a tune-up. Now, as far as this cat go, guys, did this misfire destroy the cat? Remember, we had a cat converter code. Okay, I have to run that by them. You know what's crazy? This cat converter was replaced not too long ago under the recall. Yes, there's a recall on this car for cat converter U49 or U something. It requires, or it gets a cat converter and and a flash update. We got a cat code. So I'm gonna run that by them. Remember, guys, cat efficiency. I know a lot of y'all like to, just put O2. No, we don't do that here. Okay, cat efficiency is just that. The PCM detected that the efficiency of the cat converter is in question. Yes, it uses the O2 sensor to do that test. Okay, now also keep in mind it performs the O2 sensor test before it performs the cat converter test. So think of it this way: if it tests the O2 sensors first and deem they was within parameters and then set a code, that's the only time it will proceed to, you know, run the cat efficiency test. All right, so technically it's going to test the O2 sensors first and then test the cat. But I got a cat code only. So what does it tell you? Yeah, well, that's too big of a risk for a huge shop to take. Last thing I need is, y'all said it was O2. No. We don't go through that anymore. I stopped doing that a long time ago. If you got a cat efficiency code, you can the cat. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I'm done trying O2 sensors first. You don't play with customers' money like that. Customers hold you to to your estimate. All right? Yeah, I don't matter how much negotiation you do. You tell them these O2 sensors will fix it. That's what they expected. If they come back a week later, these O2s didn't fix it. Now I expect the cat converter free. No. We don't go that route. That's stuff you can do on your own car. You can gamble like that on your own car. Guys, I'm talking too much. I gotta go. That's all I have, man. Thanks for watching.